12. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Canelo. Man, yeah, we still are. We got.
Terence Crawford is making a strong push to get Canelo Alvarez in the ring for a highly anticipated super fight between these two boxing stars. While Canelo Alvarez's strength and punching power might intimidate other fighters, Crawford remains confident. In an interview with TMZ Sports, he stated that he is absolutely certain he would emerge victorious over the Mexican superstar in the bout.
Fall fight for both of us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody else.
At the moment, it's still uncertain, as despite Terence Crawford's clear desire for the fight, Canelo Alvarez doesn't seem as eager. Crawford was there to witness Canelo's recent victory, during which Canelo simply responded with no comment when asked about a potential bout with Bud. However, when a reputable news outlet spoke with Crawford, the 36-year-old fighter reaffirmed his strong desire to step into the ring with Canelo.
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I got to stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh, God.
I beat people up.
I feel like this is a legacy fight, he said. I believe this is the biggest fight in boxing today. If it happens, Crawford knows it won't be easy. He acknowledges the challenges, particularly Canelo's size and power, but remains confident. I've been fighting bigger guys my whole life, he told us. He's guaranteeing a win, stating, "Of course I'll beat him. Ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anyone I step in the ring with."
I'm gonna start rapping, man, and everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy.
Terence Crawford may not know exactly when or where the fight would take place, but he is certain that he wants to deliver the match that fans are eager to see, and Canelo Alvarez should want the same. ESPN's Mike Coppinger mentioned that prior to the bout, Canelo was considering a potential rematch with Dmitry Bivol in May, but that was contingent on Bivol defeating Artur Beterbiev for the undisputed light heavyweight title. So, with the two Russians set to face off again next month, Canelo could still be interested in taking on the opponent who handed him his first career loss.
To come my way and me and him get in the ring, then there'll be an electrifying fight, you know.
Crawford seems to have set his sights on Canelo following his victory in Saturday's bout. Turki Al-Sheikh, the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, told Coppinger in August that he is working with Crawford in an effort to get Alvarez to agree to the fight. "I will offer Canelo what I believe is a fair price," Al-Sheikh said. "If he accepts, he will deal directly with me to finalize the deal. I don't want anyone in the middle." All right, Al-Sheikh guaranteed Crawford a big fight, and while he understands Canelo may have high financial demands, he is sure that Crawford will still get the fight he wants, whether it's with Canelo or someone else. Crawford improved his record to 41-0 with a victory over the Uzbekistani fighter in a super welterweight championship match, claiming the World Boxing Association super welterweight title.
It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and it'll be a well-fought fight.
Alvarez has secured 5 straight victories since his last defeat in the light heavyweight division against the skilled Russian. However, he has faced criticism for choosing easier opponents to bolster his resume. The 34-year-old holds a 62-2 record in 66 career bouts. Despite this, many boxing professionals believe Crawford poses a tough challenge due to the weight difference. In quotes, Intro social media. However, former 2-weight world champion and boxing analyst Tim Bradley sees things differently. In a video on his YouTube channel, Bradley stated that after analyzing both fighters, he believes Crawford would secure a dominant victory.
I don't know, someone told me to study Canelo, study Crawford. Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and something told me to study Canelo and Crawford. Crawford is about to dominate Canelo Alvarez. I'm telling you right now, he's going to outclass him. A victory for Crawford would be an incredible accomplishment as he aims to add to his already impressive list of achievements, including becoming undisputed in both super lightweight and welterweight divisions.
Right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he is. Number 2. Devin Haney.
Bradley didn't hold back this week. The former boxing champ took to his YouTube channel to call out Canelo Alvarez, urging the unified super middleweight king to stop avoiding the fight and give Terence Crawford the chance he's been asking for. Bradley's message was clear. Fans want this fight, and Crawford deserves his shot at greatness. But let's be honest, does this matchup even make sense? See, according to Bradley, Canelo owes it to boxing fans to make the fight happen. You already ran away from the Benavidez fight, Bradley said. Make the fight with Crawford. That's the fight everyone wants to see. He even dismissed the notion that Canelo's size and power would be too much for Crawford, pointing out that Canelo began his career at 147 pounds and stands the same height as Crawford.
You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started, bro. Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there.
You're walking around Mexico, and clearly you don't care what people think about you not taking that fight. Make the fight with Crawford. That's the fight everyone wants to see. It's an opportunity for Crawford to showcase his greatness and prove himself to both you and the world, Bradley added. It's a bold stance, but Bradley isn't wrong. This matchup would generate massive buzz. Canelo, with a record of 62-2, is one of the biggest stars in the sport, while Crawford, undefeated at 41-0, is widely regarded as one of the most skilled fighters in the game. However, things get tricky when you consider Crawford's last fight against Israel Madrimov. While he secured the win, it wasn't exactly a dominant performance. Crawford absorbed too many right hands and appeared less sharp than usual.
He just told me Crawford beats Canelo.
Crawford beats anybody he steps in the ring with.
For Canelo, there doesn't seem to be much incentive to take this fight. He's already proven himself against bigger, stronger opponents, while Crawford hasn't yet done the necessary work to earn a shot at 168 pounds. Critics argue that if Crawford truly wanted this fight, he should first face off against fighters like David Benavidez or Arur Beterbiev to prove he can compete with the bigger names. So boxing fans are split. On one hand, the idea of a skill versus power showdown between two generational talents is intriguing. On the other hand, Crawford's age, 37, and lack of experience at higher weights make this feel like a potentially lopsided affair.
He don't go, no one beats Terence Crawford.
His athleticism and defense to get out of the way.
At the end of the day, Canelo doesn't need this fight. He's already solidified his legacy as one of the greatest, with plenty of other options to explore. As for Crawford, if he truly wants to step into the ring with Canelo, he may need to take the harder path to prove he belongs. Tim Bradley can continue advocating for it, but for now, this fight feels more like a dream than a reality. Anyhow, Crawford has achieved impressive milestones in boxing, but a victory over Canelo would undoubtedly be his greatest accomplishment.
He should be able to beat Canelo, man. Slow plodding forward, good jab, got good quickness, throws a lot of hooks. Crawford just get away from all of those, get underneath them, bro.
Super middleweight world champion has only suffered 2 defeats against Dimitri Bivol and Floyd Mayweather, and it's the Bivol battle that McIntyre plans to study closely if a fight between Crawford and Canelo ever takes place. He made him move his feet, McIntyre said regarding Canelo versus Bivol, adding, "That's the fight I would go back and watch." He shared these thoughts during an appearance on the Luke Thomas YouTube channel.
This is real simple. It's real simple. You just got to know boxing in order for you to be able to say that. Okay, Terence gonna get in there and do what he needs to do. Perform.
I'd also look at Mayweather versus Canelo. WBN believes Crawford's name remains high on the short list for the Mexican superstar. After months of media coverage surrounding the potential clash, World Boxing News understands that Turkey Al Sheikh could sponsor the event, positioning it as a Riyadh-served USA show to be held in Las Vegas. If confirmed, the super fight would mark Al Sheikh's first involvement in a headline event staged in what boxing fans consider the world's boxing capital. Al Sheikh prioritized Canelo versus Crawford for 2024 after partnering with Bud for his August bout against Israel Madrimov. However, after some initial frustration, the Saudi chairman seemed to backtrack.
Heard Turkey Al-Sheikh say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And
He said, I just wrapped up an important meeting with my team planning for the upcoming fights we'll be making for 2024 to 2025. Initially, I decided to pass on the Canelo fight because I didn't want it, said Alal Sheikh. Instead, I plan to focus on the U.S. market with bigger fights, especially for the legend Crawford. However, that sentiment has since shifted as Canelo versus Crawford continues to gain momentum. Crawford told former opponent Sean Porter he wasn't impressed with Canelo's attitude toward the fight. I heard him say, I'm easy work. If I were easy work, you'd take all that money Turkey Alal Sheikh is offering you, Crawford said during an appearance on the Porter Way podcast.
In hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford. Just like they knew Will was going to be spent. Real simple. Real simple. You just got to know.
But still, he's asking for $200 million for Benavidez and $150 million for me, which just shows me right there that I'm a threat. I'm a threat to him and his legacy, Crawford added. Sparring partner Kenneth Sims Jr. spoke exclusively to WBN about the possibility of Crawford facing Canelo. Sims believes the former welterweight king can get the win. I'd like to see the Canelo fight, said Sims. I've seen him in the ring with much bigger guys, so I think he can pull it off.
have any offer. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then we'll see.
Currently, Crawford is the top choice on a short list that includes Christian Ndiki and Jamal Charlo, though neither seem likely to get the call at this stage. A rematch with Dmitry Bivol could also be considered if the light heavyweight can avenge his loss to Artur Beterbiev and unify all the belts at 175. However, Canelo typically finalizes his Cinco de Mayo plans well in advance, the members of which now include Artur Beterbiev and well in advance. The match after that, if his 2022 conqueror Beterbiev is victorious in their rematch on February 22nd, the super middleweight champion may revisit a possible revenge mission in September. Mexican boxer Canelo Alvarez has, in a way, confirmed his willingness to face Terence Crawford, generating significant buzz around what could be one of the most highly anticipated fights in boxing today.
Possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And look,
This potential showdown would feature two elite fighters at the peak of their careers. The clash between Canelo and Crawford promises to be monumental. Canelo, the undisputed super middleweight champion, has dominated his division with power and precision. Crawford, widely regarded as one of the most skilled fighters of this era, brings a combination of technical brilliance and intelligent strategy that has elevated him to the top of the pound-for-pound rankings. In an interview with Sway's Universe, Canelo Alvarez expressed his openness to the fight. Why not? Don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money. If the money is right, I'm in. I don't like fighting guys like Crawford. He moves a lot, and the fight isn't that exciting. I saw his last fight, and he didn't move that much. So if the money is right, I'm in. Right now, there are weight classes for a reason, Canelo added. The club's opening is right, I'm in. Right now, there are weight classes for a reason, Canelo added.
% focus on this fight, and then we'll see.
You have the fights going on as well with UFC September 14th. How do you feel about that? Like that happened the last time you faced Cole?
This statement marks a significant shift for Canelo, who had previously expressed reluctance to face Crawford, citing concerns about the lack of credit he would receive for defeating a smaller opponent. Meanwhile, Crawford has shown unwavering persistence in pursuing the matchup, even willing to move up 2 weight classes to prove his dominance. Crawford is fully aware of the physical disadvantage he would face against Canelo, acknowledging that size will play a critical role in the fight. This will play a critical role in the fight. However, he remains confident in his ability to overcome this challenge and impose his boxing style. Some analysts have voiced skepticism about Crawford's ability to compete effectively at super middleweight, largely due to his most recent fight, a points victory over Israel Madrimov, at super welterweight, which lacked the dominant performance many had expected.
In hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford can beat Canelo, just like they knew Will was going to be spent. Real simple. Real simple. You just got to know boxing in order for you to be able to say it.
Despite these concerns, the potential bout between Canelo and Crawford has captured the imagination of boxing fans. The combination of power, speed, technique, and charisma from both fighters sets the stage for what could be an unforgettable spectacle. While some believe the press conference was a significant step toward bringing the matchup to reality, it seems destined to remain just a dream. Matchroom's Eddie Hearn, who has had a close relationship with the Mexican superstar, recently shared insights into his conversation with Canelo about the potential fight, and the outlook doesn't seem promising. If you recall, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh was also pushing for the bout during Crawford's clash with Israel Madrimov last year. The Saudi royal even urged Hearn to reach out to Canelo's team to make the fight happen. But however, the fight never materialized, and the conversation around it has gradually faded away. Now,
stuff overseas, Canelo versus Crawford negotiations, so-called behind the scenes. I want to talk about, one, is Crawford ready for that fight? Two, how do you see that fight playing out? And three, is this a reality?
I'll be honest.
To hit the final nail in the coffin, Hearn appeared in an interview with Fight Hype, where he was pressed about the potential fight. I'll be honest, I'd be very surprised if that fight happens, Hearn revealed. I think His Excellency has been pushing for that fight, but it didn't seem like something Canelo was really up for, to be honest. Hearn recounted his prior conversation with Canelo, stating, I think his feeling is, when I beat Crawford, everyone is going to say I've beaten a 154-pounder. He also explained that at this stage in Canelo's career, he's focused on fighting opponents who come forward and engage, a style Canelo believes Crawford may not adopt. Interview.
I'll be very surprised if that fight happens. I think His Excellency has been pushing that fight. It didn't seem like it was something that Canelo was really up for, to be honest. And when I've spoken to Canelo before about that fight.
Notably, Crawford is moving up several weight classes for this potential matchup, which sets him at a significant disadvantage. Even if he manages to reach 165 pounds, Canelo would still be the bigger fighter. As a result, Bud would need to rely on agility and footwork to secure a victory. Hearn shares this belief, stating, Crawford can't really come to fight in that fight because he's at a massive size disadvantage, Hearn told Fight Hype. He concluded by reiterating,
I think his kind of feeling is, when I beat Crawford, everyone's going to say I've beaten a 154-pounder. And he also, I think at his age as well, I don't think he wants to be fighting guys that are just moving all the time, and he wants people to come to fight.
I don't think that fight will happen despite the grim reality surrounding the potential matchup. However, people continue to share their opinions on who might come out victorious. In the meantime, former unified super lightweight champion Amir Khan, who has fought both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, shared his thoughts on why the two haven't shared the ring yet. Khan jumped 2 weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez back in 2016 at a catch weight of 155 pounds. The fight ended with Canelo landing a powerful right hand square on Khan's chin in the 6th round, knocking the Brit to the canvas. Khan also fought Terence Crawford in 2019, where he was dropped in the very first round and eventually lost in the 6th via technical knockout. In an interview with Boxing News, Khan stated, "It's going to be a great test for Crawford."
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes.
Regarding why the fight hasn't happened yet, Khan said, "It seems to me that Canelo is scared and doesn't want to fight him. All these excuses he's coming out with." Timothy Bradley, a 3-time boxing champion who secured a belt from Manny Pacquiao, predicts that Terence Crawford will defeat Canelo Alvarez even with the size disadvantage, as the Mexican hasn't scored a knockout since 2021. The two have been tipped to meet in the ring since the end of 2024, but so far, nothing has materialized. Despite this, there remains a significant amount of excitement surrounding the idea of the unified super middleweight king taking on the light middleweight champion.
He should be able to beat Canelo, man.
I'm skeptical about the fight. I will back Crawford because, again, I think that he's special.
The fight would see an intelligent and powerful switch-hitting brawler in Crawford go up against a relentless pressure fighter in Canelo, who is known for his durability, hard-hitting power, and skilled counter-punching defense. However, on the topic of Canelo's power, Bradley believes it has faded enough that it won't pose a significant problem for Bud in the ring, even if Crawford has to step up 2 divisions to make the super middleweight fight a reality. And everyone keeps talking about the weight. Oh, he's going to knock him out, Bradley said via his YouTube channel. When the hell was the last time Canelo knocked somebody out? Y'all can quit with that. He's going to knock Crawford out. Come on, man. Didn't we just see Alexander Usyk fight a guy, Tyson Fury, who was quote unquote 50 LPE heavier?
Special, and you know he's a friend of mine, but that's a dangerous fight, man. That's an extremely dangerous fight, dude. And Canelo lands one bomb.
Canelo is the same height as Crawford, and while he's not a natural 168 pounder, he is undeniably a great fighter. However, so is Crawford. Great fighters know how to adapt and rise to the occasion. While it's true that Canelo's last stoppage came against Caleb Plant at the MGM Grand in November 2021, Bradley is overlooking the fact that the Mexican has faced and defeated reputable names such as Gennady Golovkin, John Ryder, Jermall Charlo, Jaime Munguia, and Edgar Berlanga.
On Crawford, it might not be good. It might not be good. I don't know, man. It's just a dangerous ass fight.
Canelo has secured 5 wins since his last knockout, all coming via unanimous decision and dominant performances as he continues to hold his unified super middleweight belts. His only defeat during this period came against Russia's Dmitry Bivol when he challenged for the WBA light heavyweight title. While facing Canelo Alvarez remains Terence Crawford's ultimate goal, the American boxer has other opportunities on the horizon. He could defend his super welterweight titles or even move up to the middleweight division, right?
Crawford has the balls to be able to do what he needs to do. Crawford is a dog. I'm not gonna say a lion. He's a dog. Because them lions died out. Canelo is so predictable, dude. You know a hook is coming. You know when the right hand is coming. You know he's going down to the body. He gives it away.
That's all for now. For the latest updates, news, aha moments, events, and all the action in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay notified whenever we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out.